Okay, let's stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Welcome to the Porter County Board of Commissioners meeting Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Consent agenda.
Approval of payroll, April 10th, 26th. Approval of claims, April 3rd, 9th, 16th, 2026. Approval of minutes, March 31st, 2026.
I move that we approve.
Second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have an announcement. We have appointment to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
I move that we nominate Arvid Merkner.
We have a nomination. I will make that motion. And who's going to make a second?
Oh, second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 911 Department update. Scott?
Yes. Effective April 1st, 2026, Porter County Central Communications implemented updated standard operating procedures for emergency 911 dispatch consistent with the county's authority as the designated primary public safety answering point for Porter County. The county has heard the towns of Chesterton and/or Porter may have an interest in formally consolidating their dispatch operations with Porter County Central Communications. The county is open to that conversation. However, consolidation is not required, and the decision to pursue consolidation rests entirely with each town. Should the town of Chesterton, the town of Porter, or both wish to move forward, the governing town council must pass a resolution directed to the Porter County Board of Commissioners formally requesting consolidation and specifying the date upon which the town wishes consolidation to take effect. Upon receipt of such resolution, the commissioners will review the request and work with the Porter County Council and the appropriate parties to determine how and when best to proceed. That's all I have on that announcement.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. We have a request, money from Porter County Community Foundation Historic Fund.
So we do this every year, and we have two historic funds at the Porter County Community Foundation, and each year we can withdraw 5%. This is very similar to our foundation. The annual withdrawal rate is 5%, and one of them, it's a little bit more than 5,000. The other is a little bit more than 1,000. These funds can only be used for three buildings: the old sheriff's residence and old jail, the Memorial Opera House, and the courthouse in Valparaiso. We have been using that for the sheriff's residence, and we may want to use that for renovating the old jail because Market 102 would like to expand into there. So I move that we do request the money and have it put into the funds that we've designated for that purpose.
You need a vote on it?
Yes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
We have motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have a request for the county to evaluate Cardinal Lane. Is there anyone here from Cardinal Lane? We invited them over to speak on an issue that they had. Let's hear from that. Let's just table that. Mike, you want to speak on that?
I know the residents sent a request to the commissioners that was forwarded my way and others, and our recommendation, we will reach out to the resident out there and see if there's a workable solution. Our hands are kind of tied limited because we can't spend public money on private roads, which we've done, but maybe we can find a solution that helps everybody.
Okay, so then you're going to be reaching out to them. And
We will.
okay.
Thank you.
Superintendent Clerk and I will take care of that.
Okay. Okay, next we have High Street Property and Casualty Insurance Renewal. Is there anybody here from that? We did.
Yes.
Would you like to come up? There you are. Good morning.
Morning.
Rob Shabel, High Street Insurance.
Can you turn on your microphone?
There we go. Good morning again, Rob Shabel, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, 407 East Lincoln Way, Valpo. Our team manages the property and casualty insurance program for the county. I'm here today to present the 2026 renewal terms. Our team met with Mr. Morales, Mr. Biggs, and Mr. McClure on April 13th to review the details of this year's renewal, and we're pleased that we were able to secure favorable terms for the 2026-27 term. Total renewal premium for the 2026 term across all lines of business, $1,739,611. That is just over a 7% increase from the 25-26 term. As I mentioned, overall, we're very pleased with the favorable terms offered for 2026-2027. Thank you.
Yeah, the report was good, and the raising the premium was less than I expected, so it was very, very favorable. Any questions, Barb?
I move that we approve.
I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Next, we have SBA Towers LLC, an agreement to lease the cell tower at 2055 Haviland Road, Valparaiso, from the Porter County Commissioners in the amount of $21,600 a year. Scott, can you give us a little brief overview on that?
Yes, we have been in negotiations with SB Towers for quite a bit of time, and I know that Barb and I worked on it for a period of time. Commissioner Morales and I worked on it for a period of time. We were able to go through that negotiation with SB Towers and come back, and I do have this as a recommendation in its current format. Ultimately, we're able to negotiate from their original offer. This is a legacy tower, meaning that we've had it since the 90s. We've been under lease since the 90s. This was our first go back at resetting the contract. From their original offer to where we landed, ended up doubling that original offer over the life of the lease. And we also get a few more dollars upon signing it. I believe we started off at 20, and I think we're now at $50,000 upon signing of this. So I believe this brings us more into line with a long-term cell tower lease with two major co-locators on it. They're not our issue, but the leaser's issue. I think that's added some value here. Ultimately, I'm happy to be able to get that negotiated and completed. And I think we took around $450,000 total contract and took it to about $875,000 total contract for the county. So
Good job.
I would recommend it.
I move that we accept.
We have a motion. I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Soil and Water Conservation District, Michelle Benson, Director. morning.
Good morning. Well, I'm here to request funding for a new vehicle. We have a truck that was purchased in November of 2010, and it's at the point now that it's unsafe to drive. It stops in the middle of the road. We've had to have it towed a couple of times. Butch at the sheriff's garage really doesn't want to mess with it anymore. So it's gotten to that point. As you know, we serve the farmers of Porter County. I travel a lot. We have a part-time educator that travels a lot. So we're using our personal vehicles to do that at this time. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I answer to a board of farmers. So as you can imagine, it had to get to a desperate point prior to their approval for this request.
Well, you've stretched that last vehicle out from 2020, so I think it's done its job.
Thank you.
I hope this new one lasts as long.
I hope so too, but we're pretty confident that this is a privilege. And so we take extra care of things that we're provided with by the county. I'm a taxpayer, you're all taxpayers. So we think it's important to take good care of what we're getting.
My recommendation, since we're only in April, is that we look at doing the lease instead of doing the purchase because we have no idea what's going to come at us through the rest of the year.
That's wonderful. We're happy to have a vehicle.
Dave, did you have any opinion on that?
Nothing to add.
Okay.
That'll fit in the budget. So.
And then your lowest one here was Weir Chevrolet.
Yes.
Okay. So then the motion would be to accept the Weir's lease for 36 months at $481 for the 2026 Chevy Equinox.
That is my motion.
Okay. We have a motion. I will second that. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'll be happy to report that to the board tonight at the meeting.
Thank you. IT Lee Childress Director. Good morning, Lee.
Morning.
And you have approval for a service agreement with NITCO for 8 static IP address at the cost of $50 per month to be paid out of the commissioner's budget.
Right. Also note in that lease is a charge for.
Is your microphone on?
Now it is.
I don't know. I got turned on.
There's also a addition to that $7.95 a month for NONT, which is a translates the fiber signal into a network signal. So the total is $57.95 a month, not $50.
Okay, so that's $57.99 a month.
95, I think. Yes.
I move that we approve.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you very much.
Carries. Thank you, Lee. Facilities Department, Mr. Phil. Good morning.
Good.
Morning.
Okay, you have 157 Franklin, Corellis Annex Canopy re-roof with a base bid of $16,325 to be paid out of the 157 annexation bond or annex bond.
Yes.
Bond? Sorry.
It's literally rotting away.
Okay.
We just
What
had
is the 157 annex bond? I don't even know what that.
they put it in that way. It's the bond itself.
Okay.
Maybe that was a special bond.
No.
So that's to replace the one that's falling apart.
Yeah.
But
It's right on the entryway. Right now, we don't have any leaking into the building from there, but the wood holding it up is completely, you can put your hand through it.
okay. Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve the canopy re-roof with a base bid of $16,325.
Will that be made out of the same materials?
No, they're doing the Goodyear or the Firestone rubber and everything.
Okay.
Right now, it's like a.
All right, we have a motion to approve. I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, the next item you have a NIPCO fiber relocation for the Porter County Highway State Road 2, Total $9,759.86 to be paid out of the Valparaiso Highway Bond. So that should be out of the bond fund.
Yes.
That's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
Place for the new building. Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve. And so let me just make sure which this is for out of the highway garage portion of the bond, or is this out of the facilities?
This will be out of the bond, the facility bond,
The what?
the facility
The
bond.
facilities. Okay. I move that we approve.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a good one.
Highway Department, Mr. Polaric.
Well, Jim's making his way up here. If I could indulge you, we had another request to pull money out of the Porter County Community Foundation for the animal shelter, and that was not on the agenda. It was in an email from the director. I thought she would be here. I asked her to get on the agenda, but I'm wondering if we could.
We could do some. Go ahead and read that again, Barbara.
Okay, so she wanted to pull out her allowable amount out of the animal shelter fund at the Porter County Community Foundation, and I would like to motion that we request that amount for her this year for 2026.
Okay, I will second that. We have a motion on a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Back to you, Mr. Polaric.
Well, good morning, Commissioner. A couple weeks ago, we opened up our annual bituminous bids, and as common practice, we just like to accept all the bids. So it just depends on what contractors we use the lowest one, obviously, but if one's backed up or can't get the job done, we like to be able to.
Right, so you can shift over.
I move that we approve to accept all bids.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Yep, and I'll let Martin speak to the next item.
This is a pavement and drainage reconstruction project in Hidden Hollow subdivision. We're requesting permission to advertise to receive bids at the next commissioners meeting. This is full depth reconstruction of pavement, FDR, portions of full depth pavement with aggregate, binder, and surface HMA mixes, and then drainage improvements within easements that we have within the subdivision as well.
I move that we approve the request to advertise.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Stormwater Development, Mr. Jabo.
We're going to go easy on you today.
I was wondering. I mean, I thought maybe you were on vacation or something, Mike.
I am. So's Martin.
Always.
Nice.
Always. This is maybe you explain the complexity of this one, because we did extend the limits, did we not, Martin?
Correct.
Can I just understand the terminology when you're saying reroute? Because I didn't realize that we were doing a reroute.
Absolutely. So part of the funding for this project was from the NOFA application that we submitted, and that was actually to reroute the current alignment of the Calumet Trail from the NIPSCO corridor to National Park land. So that was a condition that we had in the alignment of our original application.
And it's a moniker we picked up before Martin and Mai's time, so we have to run with it because it's on the grant application.
Yeah, that reroute will take care of that area. That's one of the areas that flood real bad through that trail.
Yes.
So if you're riding through that, I've ridden through that many times. A lot of right now in the spring where we get heavy rains, it's underwater. So it's going to reroute that area.
Yes, it's going to higher portions of land within the park. The maintenance won't be
with that because, like I said, this time of the year, you got a foot of water, so you're right.
Well, plus this is paved too, as opposed to some of the rock out there.
I move that we approve the request to advertise.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And just a note on that one, I did receive the request to advance 9 a.m. bid receival through the auditor's office. The advertisement for this was already out, but I will do that on future ones, just so you know.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we'd like you to consider a resolution allowing the director of the department to sign smaller scale quotes, proposal, task orders. It helps expedite things, especially in the area of bridge, code enforcement, etc., where we need people to go mow lawns because code enforcement's out there, or pick up junk. In the case of bridge, when emergencies happen, and even some smaller things when we need a surveyor or a land appraiser or an engineer or a surveyor to do small tasks for us. I think it would expedite the process. It also would be in the case we come to you annually, just like stormwater comes to the board with annual contracts. We want to get into that with certain vendors of those types, and that instead of coming to you to approve the task order, you've approved the base contract with all the standard terms. There's a cap on the contract, say 100,000, but we would be allowed to sign task orders based on the cost the consultant gives us, etc., like that. This is all very similar to what the Stormwater Board has allowed the director to do with stormwater funds. In this case, it's a much broader pot of funds that we have to our availability. It could be Plan Commission, it could be bridge, it could be the highway engineering, the unsafe building funds, etc. So all the other balance of funds that funds our department, or funds that maybe been assigned to us by the council. For instance, we have the one where they gave us foundation money and lit funding to do these things for preservation projects and capital projects. Attorney McClure started it off. I kind of polished it a little more. He had the chance to review. If he's got comment, I'd welcome that. But there are limitations. You know, it's for anything that's already got a contract executed by the commissioners, the limitation would be $75,000. And then anything else, such as quotes, proposals, small contracts that we could get ourselves, the limit would be $50,000. This is all predicated that we have the funding. I think it would be good because we run into these cases where we need to get a guard, or not a guardrail, that would be a bad example, but for instance, I said code enforcement. We get someone doing asbestos inspection because we need to clean up the property and take care of it. I mean, that could be a series of various vendors going out there and doing things. Right. This would help expedite those and keep them moving. Same on highway with the task orders. Now that we've got the funding for the preservation program and the capital program, we can be a little more swift in getting those done because it is the construction season. So with your blessings, we would hope you could entertain such a resolution, giving us that authority.
It sounds good to me. I just would like our legal to weigh in on this.
Oh, I was helped Mike in talking and developing and drafting. I am full agreement.
Okay. I move that we approve.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
I have two other items. I'd like just more in the announcement, no action taken. We talked about the Calumet Trail. I did send the email out, but publicly we have not made the notice that we were awarded a $4 million FLAP grant, which stands for Federal Land Access Program. We have our last gap of the trail.
Congratulations. That is huge.
And with a little luck, not much money of ours, if at all, will go into that construction, but Martin's looking into that.
How long have we been working on this? Longer than you've been here, but I know we've been working on this for quite a while.
I would say at least 6 years or more, wouldn't you?
Final phase?
No, all of it since they started.
I mean, we have a 2014 DES number for Calumet phases 1 and 2.
That's 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so longer than that.
And what is the projected completion year?
The FLAP grant is definitely in federal fiscal 29, which starts July 1st of 26. But I would talk to one of the gentlemen in Washington from the DOT. He keeps carryover balances as long as we queue up with that. For instance, this year he's got a carryover balance of 3.3 million in fiscal 27, which starts this summer.
Yep.
So if we continue to work with him, I would expect we could do the trail as early as next summer, but more likely the summer after. And that will complete Porter County's segment. Burns Harbor, I believe, is working on their last segment, and then Portage is doing a lot of planning with their economic development on the north side of the city. I would say Porter County might be in a position in the next few years that Porter County is complete with the Calumet Trail from county line to county line.
Wow, that's really great.
Very nice.
Second, and maybe I need Attorney McClure's. Thank you for putting in a board member. I would be remiss to say that we're going to miss
Marv.
Marv Brickner. Thank you. I keep getting confused with his son. Marv Brickner. I mean, he has served the county for decades, either in the Planning Commission or the BZA. And it's with sadness we had to see him go. I told him he's always welcome to attend the meetings. He can sit with me and the others over on the side. But thank you for putting another person in there because we were struggling. We have one member who's off for a few months, so that left us with 3. That means no one can miss a meeting, and all 3 of them have to vote to the affirmative. I talked to Scott earlier. I don't know what the effective date of Arvid's appointment is, Arvid Mertner, but if it could be after tomorrow, because we do have a planning commission meeting tomorrow.
I believe they're attempting to leave him on both boards.
But we already have the 2 appointments from the.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you that question.
Advertise
Yeah.
For the plan commission.
See, that's why I was asking you that.
That's where he's leaving.
Okay.
So then,
We-
effective possibly because we have a meeting.
Say the 23rd.
Yeah.
So then we need to put that on our next agenda.
Kind of.
And we need to make the announcement today that we're accepting applications for the plan commission. Right? Yes?
Yes.
I was looking to the attorney to confirm because I know the plan commission already made their appointments.
Yep, right.
This has to be a citizen.
Yeah, right.
So that we need to advertise taking applications for a board appointment for the plan commission.
To fill out the remainder
About the remaining
of Mercer's term.
now move to the BCA.
And I'll let you know whether or not that one does have political affiliation. One can't be more than the other. This may be he's Republican, or it could be either or. I'll have to check that and I'll let staff know.
Alrighty.
Okay. We can get that posted on the.
We'll put that on the next agenda to announce.
We'll put that on the next agenda. Yeah.
Very
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next, United Steelworkers, 12775, Mr. Pierce Kelly. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Happy to.
You have a request to use the northeast corner, northwest corner, and west triangle of the courthouse grounds April 25th, 2026, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to inform the public of the illegal lockout by NIPSCO against the United Steelworkers, 12775 and 13796.
Yes, good morning. We are looking to have a rally on the courthouse grounds to really show what NIPSCO is doing to the members I represent. I'm a steward for the local for Valparaiso and Crown Point. So we have families and people in Porter County that are affected by this.
Yes, we do.
I have examples of the signs that we would have on site, nothing much bigger than that.
And you anticipate about 150 people?
So I believe I put down 150 of us as union representatives and members, and then anticipating about 150 extra, maybe a public. I was trying to guesstimate that the best I could.
Okay. All right. I move that we approve the request.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
You're welcome.
Can you get with, is Phil still here? Phil's not here. Phil's, there you are. The shirts, I couldn't distinguish you. Can you get with Phil and he can, kind of direct you on where you need a position at?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other matters which may come before the Board of Commissioners? Anybody like to speak? Anyone? Larry, you're good? Okay. Okay, our next meeting will be, let's see here, May 12th 2026 at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. I'm sorry. Want to have a night bar? 10 a.m. That concludes this meeting. Everyone enjoy your day, and thank you for attending the meeting.